Picture yourself, in your mind's eye, leisurely strolling along the banks of your favourite river, soaking in the peaceful ambience of a brisk spring day, the relative quiet where only bird song can be heard in harmony with the rustling of the leaves and the rippling of the water as they join in nature's chorus while you stroll. Then, out of the corner of your eye, you see a sudden flash of electric blue as it flies at high speed above the water, and before you realize what you've seen, it's gone. That was a kingfisher. And if I'm honest, the kingfisher is probably my favorite bird to photograph. I never tire of capturing new images of this beautiful bird. To me, the kingfisher is Ireland's most beautiful bird. Others may disagree, but for me they'll always be number one. Their distinctive blue and orange plumage and long pointed black beak separate them from all other Irish bird species. Flying low, straight and fast above the water of slow-flowing rivers, all most people ever get to see is that flash of electric blue as the bird flies away from them. From the first time I started photographing them until about 2 or 3 years ago, I always use a hide, usually close to a nest site under license from the National Parks and Wildlife Service. I would never have dreamed of trying to photograph them without a hide, because I've always found that they tend to be very shy birds and would not welcome an interloper like me close to their home. As wildlife photographers, we must always remember that the welfare of whatever species we are photographing must always come first. Although I haven't stopped using hides, I find as time goes by that they are not as necessary as they were in the past. Why, you might ask? Well, the answer is simple, although I can't explain the why. But the situation has changed. There's a stretch of my favourite river, the Dodder, where the resident pair of kingfishers come to feast daily, not only during the breeding season, but all year round, and despite the fact that it's close by a road with regular, although not heavy, traffic, and with a lot of pedestrians using the footpath, with only the width of the river separating them, they seem unperturbed by the frequent presence of humans. For this reason, and the fact that the resident fox family comes out to bask in the sunlight or to drink from the river, it has become a haven for photographers of varying skills, who then become an attraction for passers-by. It's also a popular spot with fishermen during the trout fishing season, which means that it can get to be an extremely busy stretch at times. Thankfully, over the past couple of years, both the birds and the foxes seem to have accepted the human presence, and no harm has come to them because of it. Well, that's it for this episode of Wildlife Wednesday. But before I go, just a little reminder. If you do decide to photograph kingfishers or any other species for that matter, you must contact the National Parks and Wildlife Service and obtain a license. Okay, on that note, I leave you for today and just say thanks again for watching. And if you enjoy this kind of content, why not hit the subscribe button and ring the bell, and you'll receive notification every time I upload a new video. Take care, folks. All the best.